Friday, February 22nd, 7:14 p.m. New York time. Just completed another week of Wall Street. Let's include the Dow 30 stock index and look at the 30 stocks listed inside the Dow 30 stock exchange to identify if there's any that made new highs this week for the year, as well as if there's any that made new lows for the year. So first, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average Stock Index here. It's a one-year chart. Each candle is a week. Far right here, look at that. It closed red in a lower high, lower low. Broke below this consolidation, closed below it. Also tested midpoint right here, which was also that swing point. Broke it, closed below it. We closed below 3,400. Sorry, 34. 34000. Yeah. Big panic sell-off. Already labeled midpoint right there. So the current trend is down. Lower highs, lower lows. What we'll do is compare this with the alphabet order, the 30 stocks inside of it, see how they're performing. First off the bat, Apple made an inside candle for the week. Back-to-back 2 weeks in a row. It's performing better than the stock index. Understand, these two candles are solid bodies equivalent to reds. Very suspicious. But overall, huge consolidation here. Where, like I said, the Dow here broke the swing low here. Amgen, green, higher high, higher low. Made a new high from this swing point and broke above and closed above the swing point. Here's the high for the year, but it's performing better than Apple, better than the Dow stock index. Good leadership right here. Interesting. American Express, just like the Dow, huge sell-off, lower low, lower high. Big reverse from that prior week where we had financials got pumped up the prior week. And then look at that. A lot of panic selling, worse. So much for financials. Boeing, yeah. Continuing trend down, red, really bad shape here. Since coming off that high up here, we make it lower lows, lower highs, lots of problems. Lots of problems. It broke below the 200. So a huge consolidation here. And here's the low of the year, coming in very close to the low of the year. It's performing worse than the stock index. Caterpillar, red, huge consolidation, still holding up strong. Trend up, consolidation. We're going to see if it's going to reverse and make another leg to the upside. Charlie, Romeo, Mike, Salesforce, red for the week, lower low, lower high, but tight consolidation. We got a lot of chop between the 200 and 250. A lot of opportunities doing good option spreads here. Even iron condors to increase your income. Cisco, huge sell-off, big dump. Chevron actually made a higher high, higher low than the prior week. So look, the staircase pattern, higher high, grinding up to here. Disney, inside candle for the week, huge consolidation, just shy of coming back to the lows. Yeah, terrible. And Dow Chemical, huge dump. Oh, yep, broke below this consolidation. That's bad. Goldman Sachs, inside candle. That's interesting. Yep, that's a pattern right there. It's like a harmony pattern. So one would look for a breakout, either to the upside or downside for a trade idea, for the trend. Home Depot, huge dump. Honeywell, interesting. Okay, higher high, higher low, but close back inside that prior body. IBM, outstanding, made a new high for the year. Remarkable. Doing better than the Apple. Wow, it's outstanding. New high for the year. So let's move this up. Outstanding. Yeah, it did close, huge wick on the top and closed inside that low body. So that's suspicious, but high probability also wants to retest that high. And that's not good what happened there. But again, a lot of this selling could be just correlated to the market. The market sells off, a lot of times the stock would go. Or again, during the week, it didn't make that new high. So something positive did happen to bring it to new highs. Interesting. Intel, huge dump, which that prior week was the new high for the year. Johnson & Johnson, huge consolidation there. JP Morgan, just like the other financials, in consolidation. Coca-Cola, new low for the year. Oof, that's that. Wow. And these losers are bringing down the Dow. At least the index, it's not as bad as Coke. Wow. McDonald's, there's a low for the year. Here's the high for the year. So broke out of that consolidation down. What's doing staircase pattern, lower low. Going down. 3M also broke below this consolidation. Merck, tight consolidation building here. Still has that lower high momentum going down. Small trading range for all that volatility, very small trading range. Microsoft, dumped, had that trend up and filled to continue. So now it's going back down the bottom of consolidation. Nike, new low for the year. Wow. Garbage, loser. Wonder if things are going to change where they're going to delist it from this stock index and replace it with something else. Bad performer. Lots of trade ideas I've been mentioning. It's retail, bearish bias, and continue doing bear call spreads. You could get monthly income doing bear call spreads on retail, specifically this kind of stock. Got a lot of them last year. Procter Gamble, tight consolidation, that looks good. But again, may have a dump here. Depends again what the index does. Travelers, interesting. There we go. One financial actually up strong 2 weeks in a row. Higher high, higher low. Uniform November Hotel up strong. Big move to the upside. A lot of money, shares gravitating into that. Interesting. Visa, another financial, big dump. Verizon broke below that consolidation. Bad problems for it. Whiskey Bravo Alpha, new low for the year. Wow. Big companies, so many of them, new low for the year. Well, let me stand corrected. Not so many, but again, big companies taking hits to new low of the year. Walmart. Okay, so last week was that new high of the year, remember? And it sold off. Big difference. Again, look at the Dow here. Huge sell-off, big body. And then you have other ones, such as, let's see who won. There we go. So we got IBM, huge trading range, but made a new high for the year. This one, Whiskey Bravo Alpha, new low for the year. Yeah. Again, this stock index, Dow 30, is very diversified in sectors. So don't expect them all necessarily be new highs or new lows. Again, right off the bat, we can see what kind of companies are taking hits. No surprise, Walgreens, Nike, a lot of retail that could easily be offered their products online. So look at this one. Charlie Romeo Mike, Salesforce, huge consolidation. Yeah, it's down the past few weeks. But again, it's not huge breaking swing lows. That's a swing low right there, 200. Didn't take that out. Let's compare this. There we go for 2 years. So from the bottom of last year, reversed and going up, retracing that big move that we had from 2 years ago. And it's doing good because it didn't take that swing low, right? Versus if you look at some other retail, Nike for the past 3 years, it's terrible. Thanks for watching.